Yes, Satvik, you can proceed.
Good evening, all to the virtual audience. I am Satvik from Result Talks Hyderabad. I welcome you all to the webinar on Internet of Things. Our speaker for today is Mr. Sitaram, the founder and CEO of Robocan. I am now going to hand over to the speaker.
Yeah, very good evening to all the audience. Heartily welcome to the session. So for the next 1 hour, we are going to have like a rapid session on IoT, where you guys, where all the audience will be like given quite useful information on technology and why you need to learn this like amazing technology kind of like IoT. So how this would be useful for you in the further days. So how like career opportunities are going to be there in the IoT, especially for all the students in engineering background, mainly from the tech background like computer science, electronics, and all the guys who are badly looking for like a corporate career in regarding like IT sector. So it is roughly within a 1 hour. So it would be definitely a fruitful interaction between you and us. So for the last 10 minutes, we'll have a Q&A session where all of you guys can ask questions upon. So we'll start things upon now. So let me share my screen. Yeah, I think everyone can see my screen now. So Internet of Things. So myself, Sitaram Tallam, the founder and CEO of Robocan. So a brief introduction has been already given by the Result Talks team. So let's go into the deep. So these are the table of contents that we would be like to discuss for the next 1 hour. And so mainly we will focus on what is IoT, so why you guys need to learn IoT, and how simple IoT was. Like within 1 hour, I'm sure that you will have a lot of basic knowledge on IoT, and you can also make some kind of small and mini projects kind of things on your own without taking any help from industrial experts. I'm damn sure about that. So that simple actually IoT was. So and later on, we'll also focus on like the major roles played by IoT in the transformation of industry. So the complete industry revolution can be categorized into the four main parts: Industry 1.0, Industry 2.0, and Industry 3.0, and next coming generation 4.0, Industry 4.0. So what is the main role that would be played by IoT? Like what kind of things IoT can do uh, in the next Industry 4.0 revolution. So, and then later on, we'll focus on what are the main applications of IoT and challenges that the IoT technology might face in order to occupy our everyday life. So later on, we'll discuss on different career opportunities available in IoT. Yeah, what are the things that what are the things that would be done for the next time. So let me present my screen again. I think you can see my screen now. Okay, so these are the things like as I already told you, what is IoT, and these are the things we mainly focus upon. So, firstly, like a brief history. Before knowing about any technology, we like initially what we should do is what is the history behind the technology? What are the things that brought up this technology into the existence? Okay, so to go into that is like we actually think IoT, the term IoT is the latest one, like being introduced in the 20th century, or we will feel like it's a modern one. And but actually, yeah, to be like in the real existence, like IoT, the term is been term coined in the year 1999 by the Kevin Ashton. So even there are a few IoT devices before 1999, but during the time that would be called with a different name. So, but in the 1999, it was coined by Mr. Kevin Ashton as Internet of Things. So the first IoT device, like first innovation made on IoT is the Coke mission at Carnegie Mellon University. Like I think you all know about the Pennsylvania in the US. That he connected his Coke mission. That was the first IoT mission developed. So that would connect the IoT with internet. Okay, that is one of the biggest. Uh, I can say one of the biggest innovation or first and most innovation being developed in the IoT sector. Okay, so yeah, so this is about the history of IoT. So we actually think in a different way, being it's a modern technology, but it is actually an ancient technology which has a lot of applications, which is coming up, improving its applications after the 20th century. And next part. So what is IoT? So to go into the deep, firstly we should know what is meant by IoT. Everyone knows the abbreviation of this term. It is quite famous and popular. Internet of Things. The word everyone knows, right? So so yeah. So it is a kind of like a very uh, common terminology. So to take into the deep, let us discuss about our mobile now. So every day, everyone, the human life is completely depending upon the smartphone now. Starting from the what I can say, the moment we come up on to our bed, and again the moment we go back to the sleep in the night. So almost 60% to 70% of the works or the task that were like being fulfilled by our smartphone. Like everything is been that is the our smartphone is one of the biggest I can say biggest property of IoT. That the improvement of the more people, there are so many people started using smartphones. So that big step or that revolution of using smartphones has been the biggest help done by the humans for the exponential growth of IoT sector. Okay, so let me tell you about our mobile. So there is we have a mobile even in the 19th century. The people used to will use their mobile for calling others or for texting others. So these are the only main two things people used to do, or they might be also listening to FM radio. There are only certain things people can do using their smartphone, not their. I'm sorry, using their phone. So the normal phone has become smart. So after the recent days, right from 2010, in the year 2010, from the 2010, people smartphones, the usage of smartphones or the sales of smartphones has been increased rapidly exponentially. So the reason behind this is like it became smart. So how does the normal phone become smartphone? So there the IoT lies in between. Okay. So let us consider our mobile now. So what are the different sensors available in your mobile? Like basically, to be honest, what I can say is there are roughly 4 or 5 sensors. So mainly accelerometer sensor, gyroscopic sensor, or else proximity sensor, magnetometer, MEMS sensor, so barometer. There are roughly 5 to 6 sensors available, depending upon the smartphone that we are using. So now there are some mobiles are coming. They also have SpO2 sensors. It differs from mobile to mobile. So the normal phone has become a smartphone when it has come attachment with some sensors, and when the moment it has connected to the internet. So normal phone has become a smartphone when it got connected to the internet. So that is the power of internet. Internet. If you take the olden days, in the 1970, 1980, 1990, internet is available even in the 1990 year of 1990. At that moment, So the availability of internet and the usage of internet is completely limited to our computers. Only computers. Only computers are the devices that has access to the internet. Okay, so the first ever, like the main common application being developed with using Internet of Things after the computer is ATM mission. Okay, so the ATM mission we are the like is the one of the biggest IoT device, I can tell you. Okay, so we can withdraw money, we can add the money into our account now. So initially the usage of ATM machines are in a different way. People can only, so if I'm having an account in HDFC Bank, I can only withdraw amount in money from HDFC Bank, and I will not be having access to use Axis Bank ATMs or any other ATMs. So later on, after some improvements, what happened is, so we can even withdraw like money from other bank ATMs with some charges, some nominal charges. So now we can withdraw money from any ATM anywhere in the world, like anywhere in the same country. So when there are some cards wherever there are some BXC cards where we can withdraw money from any of the country. So this way, technology is being revolutionized. So later on, so from ATM missions, the internet has been access to our mobile phones, our tab, what I can say, our iPads, okay, our printers, they are also being connected to Wi-Fi now, and our TV also has become smart TV. So even like before internet, it is just a TV. So after it has access to the internet, it has become smart TV. So before the internet connection, it is a phone. After that, it became smartphone. So the smartness comes whenever the internet comes. So what does this internet do to make it smart? So whenever we can coins, whenever we can term someone as smart. So let us consider you are seeing a person, or me, or you, or anyone, any person. So there are a few people who calls me, "Are he's a smart person. She's a smart girl. She's a brave girl." That way we used to call few people as a smart person. So whenever the person becomes smart, so the situation is the condition for calling him smart is he should be predominant in communicating with others. He should be he should have a lot of excellence in communicating with people. So that way, if he has good communication skills, or if he can share all the information whatever he knows to the others, so then he can be called as smart. Okay, so the person who can bring like the extreme potential from anything can be called as smart. So internet of things is one kind of technology that can bring extreme applications from our lives. Okay, so what does that can do? See, so whatever the device, see, if we combine connecting everyday things, okay. See, Internet of Things is nothing but we have lot many things that we use in our day-to-day life. So, for example, air conditioner, okay. So our mobile, our fans, AC, TV, car, refrigerator, washing machine, and door lock, door lock, everything. These are the some of the devices that we use. I can call them, we can call them as things. So these are the different things that we use in our day-to life. Not only these, there are so many things that we use in our day-to-day life. Okay, so when can we make all these things as smarter is because is the moment when we connect them through the internet. So the moment we connect them with the internet, then that can be called as smart. Okay, car can be called as smart car. Door lock system can be called as smart door lock system. House can be called as smart home. Cities can be called as smart cities. Okay, companies can be called as factories can be called as smart factories. This way, okay, everything, a normal thing can become smart whenever it is connected with some embedded systems, so like kind of electronics or software and sensors. All together, they have been making a network, and they has access to the internet. Okay, so to make our AC a smart AC, what we should do? So we should be the quality, the AC should consist to become smart. The eligibility of AC to become smart is, so it should communicate with us. It should listen to our commands. Okay, it should reply back to all the commands we have given. So that way, the interactive kind of behavior, if it comes between any two things, any two devices, okay, the devices can speak to the human beings. So imagine like your car can speak to you whenever the diesel or petrol level, fuel level in the car goes down. Automatically, car tells you that the diesel level in the car is very low. If that automatically tells you that interactive behavior, right? Okay, and whenever you're going back to your home, depending upon the GPS location, automatically your AC gets turned on in your home. So your car tells to your AC to turn on. Okay, and you are like you came out of your car and you are going to your home. Depending upon your location, your home automatically the door lock should open up. So your phone or your phone speaks to your door lock system. This way, all the devices in the world, all the things in the world, if they speak to each other, okay, the advanced communication, your mobiles, computers, tablets, TV, washing machine, coffee maker, ceiling fan, light, everything that you see in your day-to-day life, your water bottle, everything can be connected to the internet using IoT. This is what the technology is all about. Okay, so this is the simple block diagram or architecture of this amazing technology. So there would be different sensors or what I can say, different devices, so that can send data to the gateway or IoT gateway or IoT framework. So this IoT framework has accessibility through internet. So without internet or without like that MQTT protocol, that wouldn't be possible. So this IoT framework continuously sends information through the cloud server. Okay, and it can also send the data to the cloud server. It can also receive the data to the cloud server. So if the data is received from the cloud server, so this gateway sends the information to the actuators to perform accordingly. So the cloud server can be accessed through our mobile app. So this was a simple architecture. So here the complete architecture is works based upon the two-way communication. So the data can be sent and data can also be received back at the same time. So this was the simple block diagram of IoT. Okay, so house, the like I can also given an example. So in my house, if my lock, my AC, my light or fan, if everything is becoming connected through internet and connected to my smartphone, my house can be called a smart home. So in my car, the fuel meter, the location, okay, the speed level I'm traveling, and statistical information on what are the top speed I've traveled, what is the average speed, what is the lowest speed, okay, how many kilometers I have traveled in the last 1 month, how much diesel I have been consuming. So all these details, all the statistical information, what is the health of my engine, okay. So if the engine level is below the threshold level, to the minimum level, automatically a text message or alert to be sent to the mechanic. Okay, so mechanic is in continuous communication with my car. Okay, in the same way, let us consider there is a patient in home. Okay, so there is some patient in home where what I can say, he is having some health issue or health problem. So where all his now let us consider this COVID situation. So all his the pulse oximeter levels, how much oxygen is there in his blood, what is his heartbeat rate. So what are the different scanning reports to be taken? All the data of the person can be accessed through the sensors, and all the sensors accessed data will be sent to the cloud. From the cloud, the data will be sent to the app. So whenever there is some emergency, automatically, so the information will be sent to the hospital receives the information automatically. Hospital detects the location of the patient, and this to the same GPS location ambulance will be coming, and ambulance will take the patient to the hospital. By the time the patient goes to the hospital, so depending upon the location, they will understand the patient is on the way, and they will arrange all the basic requirements. Okay, meanwhile itself, all the reports, all the scanning reports, like whatever, all the previous oxygen level reports, all the statistical information of the patient will be also be given to the hospital. Okay, thereby the treatment of the patient will be very easy. So this way, this is one of the beautiful application of IoT in the healthcare sector. So So how is all these things are happening is just using a simple protocol that can be like termed as MQTT protocol. So this was the basic protocol we use in almost our day-to-day life. Okay, so all the messages we are sending through our WhatsApp, all the messages that we are sending through our Facebook Messenger, Snapchat, Instagram, everything, whatever the social media platform you are using upon every day. So LinkedIn, everything, the message we are sending using the same protocol, MQTT protocol. So that can be called as like telemetry transport protocol. It is a very lightweight protocol. So the number of bits required for this protocol to transfer the information is the lowest. So this is the least, this is the easiest way to transfer the any information from one place to another place or from one device to another device. Okay, so as simple as like hello, hi. If you are I'm messaging to my one of my friend or one of the person, that with that easiness, I can send the information to turn on my car to and all the applications I have told. With that ease, information can be transferred from things to things. So this is the simple protocol, and this is the beautiful protocol that is helping us in order to make this beautiful technology possible. Okay, so so what would be the major? So why we need IoT? Like exactly there are the that would be question from for so many people. Why exactly do we need IoT? So there are so many things, so many technologies already there. So a lot of technologies being also improved. So what is the difference between them, and what is the biggest advantage IoT have over them? Is mainly the data. So 20th century uh, is starting era for the data. So we started storing data from last 100 years. One decade is already done, and this is the second decade where the information availability is like we have a lot of information. Okay, so there is a lot of data, and there is still a lot of so many requirements for the generation of data. So artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science, all these technologies. So the main requirement for all these technologies is data. All the technologies they need data. So how the data can be generated? The data can be generated only through IoT. Okay, so by 2024, the number of devices that would be connected to the internet would roughly be 60 billion. That is a huge number. So whenever we connect the devices using through internet, so the data can be more data can be extracted. So more data can be created. So this data would be used for a lot of applications in other industries. So this will be the source. This is a kind of mother. So IoT sector or IoT industry is the mother for a lot of industries like machine learning, artificial intelligence, data science, cyber security. So all these things, all these technologies, so they are also booming up in a like a very rapid way because of the because of the velocity given or acceleration driven by IoT in the industry. So 70% of the tech leaders expect that IoT will improve like lot of uh, the IoT will also help in decreasing the cost. They are also used in the improvement of sales. So there is a lot of extreme things. That is the reason we especially need IoT in this decade. So we should be really proud that we are the one of the people who are being who are born in this generation where IoT is being a major technology. So, but how? So, how can we extract this much of data? So, how can all the data can be stored? How to perform all these like different analysis, different analytical methods, and all these technologies? So, we can collect information through sensors. Sensors will be attached to every device. Okay, so sensors are the main devices that are responsible to convert physical signals into electrical pulses. Okay, so sensors, without sensors, nothing, we cannot detect any physical parameters, any physical change. Okay, imagine your mobile phone, it has adaptive brightness depending upon the light level, brightness level in the atmosphere, that would automatically adjust the brightness. So your GPS, so how much like all everything is being possible used through sensors. So the sensors are the device that collect the data. So tons and tons of data is being collected from the sensors every day. So all this data we are storing, and so this data would be really helpful for the coming days. So how can we assign like how can we connect all the devices with internet? For suppose, let us see, I can connect my laptop through through internet using Wi-Fi, right? So I can connect my mobile through to internet through my mobile data, or through Wi-Fi. These are the two methods where I can connect my mobile. Whereas to computer, LAN cable would be used, and Wi-Fi can be used. These are the two methods how the way I can connect to the internet. So let us assume I want to connect my fan to the internet. So there are three ways. So first method is I have to give I have to insert a SIM card, either Geo or Airtel or Idea, whatever the SIM card might be there. So I have to give a SIM to that, and that SIM should always have a signal. So that takes the internet, and that gives internet to the fan. So the second method of giving internet to my fan is through LAN cable. I should be always giving a LAN cable to the my fan. Okay, and in the first method, we should always dedicate a particular SIM card to every device. So it is really a big challenging thing, right? So how many SIM cards I can give? I need to give a SIM card to my TV. I need to give a SIM card to my fan. I need to give a SIM card to my AC, my car, like okay, my pet feeder. To every device, I need to give a special SIM card, which is highly impossible, and it is also highly impossible to drag a LAN cable to all these devices. So what is the better solution for all these things is Wi-Fi technology. So the Wi-Fi or Li-Fi, these are the two things that can transfer internet through air. So that is the reason Wi-Fi technology also has a lot of boom in the coming next 10 to 15 years, where internet can also be transferred using light. So definitely, I can say these are the possible best possible way of connecting all the devices is only through internet. So that is the method. So that's why we are going through Wi-Fi for connecting all these devices through internet. So how can we give Wi-Fi to my AC? How can I give Wi-Fi to my door lock? How can I give Wi-Fi to my car? So that is the question now. So there are few good hardware devices, some Wi-Fi modules, a lot of electronics that are eligible, that can connect all these devices through to internet. So that is the magic of IoT. So there are kind of ESP8266 modules, ESP32, ESP12, a lot of Wi-Fi modules that can connect to the internet, and that can communicate to with different devices. So that's how we create a network, kind of network using internet. So big data, all these things I've already covered. So this is about industry 4.0. So I already told you automation, connection, IoT, big data, cloud computing, so workflow methods, artificial intelligence, all the eight things that you are able to see on the screen. All these things will come under industry 4.0. So IoT is the parent, IoT is the mother for the mother of industry 4.0. So, so now this is time for some good applications. So energy conservation, like smart transport. So there smart agriculture, like you can see the environment tracking. So how can we can also track the pollution levels in the environment, and the greenery levels here. So IoT based environment system which keeps track of environment, like parameters mainly like temperature, humidity, air pollution, sunlight. So how many hours we are getting rain? So what are the areas that are less rainfall? What are the areas that have more rainfall? So the rain sunlight intensity, so air pollution. So all these things will always continuously monitor. Waste management. Okay. So all the environment health and all these things can be continuously tracked. So wherever, whenever we have better data, so automatically everything becomes smart and easier. So that is the uh, main thing IoT is all about. IoT is all about collection of data, analysis of data, and contribute to the data. So it interacts with us. Okay, it contributes to it and it collaborates with us, all the things. Okay, so now only a person is speaking to a person. Okay, or only people are able to speak with people. But with IoT, all the things in the world, everything in the world, I already told you few, like everything in the world, car, AC, and washing machine can also speak to you. All these things will start speaking to you. So simply that is all about IoT. Okay, and environment tracking is one of the biggest application. So home automation, there are a lot of companies. This debate is been like carried from so many days. So like lot of applications been raised for IoT. So first and most important application for IoT is home automation. In this home automation, so all the electrical appliances in your home can be controlled using your mobile. So another very important application, smart healthcare and medical care. So I already given you a better example for this application, where a person health can be tracked upon continuously. So now the smart bands we are using, okay, that is counting the number of steps we have taken in a day, number of calories we have burnt in a day. Okay, it will also suggest it in the future. You are there are a lot of healthcare apps been coming up where online OP system will be carried on. Okay, so in this way, your mobile will become a better doctor. Okay, expertise doctor. So you don't need to go to the hospital. Okay, all the information, all the sensors will be included in your watch, a smart band. So that smart band continuously collects the data of all your health. So and you can even see there are a few like few movies where few nano biomedical bio nano devices will be induced into our human body. Okay, so that travels into our blood. It will also derive a lot of characteristics. It can be used in the study of micro effect of microorganisms on our immunity system. Okay, effect of the different, we can't even imagine the future applications using IoT. Okay, so as of now, only human beings are smart, right? So there are few smart animals, but like not all the animals are also smart, right? So the IoT technology gives smartness to everything. It gives intelligence. It gives what I can say is it gives memory power to every device. It gives decision making capability to every device. Imagine if this kind of capabilities has been coming to healthcare and medical devices. Okay, that would be really amazing. So we can just finish up all so now we can search the tablets required to be taken automatically. It detects the tablets and it itself orders the tablets from some marketplace or whatever the online application. So automatically whenever some problem has been detected in your human body, it suggests to take the tablets and it automatically orders in the online. It automatically pay finishes of the payment to be done to that medicines and medicines will also be coming to your home and it will remind you to take the medicines in the specified time. Everything the simple smart band can do. Imagine this kind of smart band on your hand. So people like that would be a really wonder. So this is the beautiful thing that IoT can make, especially in this healthcare and medical system. Okay, so advanced transportation. So GPS technology, where nowadays now itself, okay, it been we are using Google Maps going to one place to another place. So every car will be connected, every location, every house. So like we can't imagine the how far this can take the human. So I also have a crazy idea. There are even one or two movies being shooted. So what happens if every device is connected in the world, starting from your street light, your security cameras on your roads, your cars, your buildings. Okay, if like everything in the world is connected, the like we can't even imagine the our lives, how our lives would be there. So this is traffic police purpose. Wherever the car is there, the thieves we can find out them easily. Okay, accidents, everything can be done with easiness. There are all often some disadvantages which I'll be covering up in the next coming coming slides or coming duration. And imagine if you're going on a road and there is some traffic disturbance in the next street or a parallel street. That will alert you like ahead before going there. So thereby you can avoid that road and you can travel through some other route. So likewise, there are so many other applications. Even Google Maps also now introduced that. So wherever the road there is some high traffic is there, that will be shown in the red color. We'll obviously go like try to avoid the route. So this way, there are some other good applications in transportation. So smart manufacturing. So the biggest sector that is looking for more IoT devices, manufacturing industries. All the machineries gets connected to the internet. The like big data, data analytics, robotics, machine learning, sensor technologies. So all these technologies, the major resource, the major sector for them to work is the smart manufacturing. Okay, the scalability will be improved and the performance of the devices will be improved and analysis we are doing for the devices will be improved. There are a lot more things will be happening which we can't even imagine how it would take in the coming years. Okay, and then next slide, clever resource management. So we can, so using this we can utilize our available resources properly. So thereby I already told you the major advantages of of implementing IoT in our day-to-day life is the first thing, it affects the major benefits are the efficient resource of utilization, efficient resource utilization. I mean, okay, all the resources that available to us, we can utilize them in a proper way. Okay, minimizing the human effort. Okay, human beings effort would be reduced a lot, and performance how many hours in a day a lathe machine is working on. Okay, how many more hours it can work, what is the ideal time of the mission. Okay, so what is the demand of the product being created by the mission, and what are the things to be done in order to reach the supply of the like to reach the supply of the production. All these things will automatically calculated, and using the performance mission, the working time of the mission would be calculated. So these kind of amazing applications would also be possible using this. What I can say, clever resource management can also be done using IoT. So it saves our time. It also improves security. So there are a lot of crimes being done because of the white collar, we can call them white collar crimes, because of the like because of the wrong decisions taken by the educated people. So whereas this kind of IoT technology will never cheat human beings, right? So we can keep our trust on these kind of things. So rather than depending upon 10 to 15 employees who might have some other kind of wrong ideas in their mind. So that is the reason all the corporate companies, all the manufacturing industries, all the car production companies, all the automobile, all these things are looking for rapid IoT progress in the next 5 to 10 years in their industries or in their production plants. So digitalization. So all the infographics we can see like statistical analytics. So all these things will also be done. Okay, so our digital watches like connecting through Alexa, Google Home. Okay, everything will become digital, smart, intelligent. So this is the one another big application of IoT. So safety and security will also be improved. So robberies can be avoided, thieves can be catched on easily. Okay, so health can be improved, GPS trackings. So these are some other good applications of IoT. So for every technology, so there will be some good side and some there is some bad face towards them. So for even IoT, so there are some big challenges. Uh, there are some big challenges we need to overcome, mainly and especially in the IoT sector. So what are the big challenges faced by IoT? So how to overcome the challenges? So there we go. Mainly, I figured out these six challenges to be overcome by the IoT. So first one is scalability. So the scalability of IoT is like very tough when compared to the IoT devices is very tough when compared to the other devices. So or other technologies. So that is being big problem that is already been overcome in the recent times. So I will show this information in the coming time. And interoperability is one of the another challenge for the IoT. So all the devices cannot be operated by the same person. So that is all, like all the devices will be operated by the same person. That would also be another challenge. So there is also lack of government support because of some issues uh, for boosting up the technology. These are the challenges which have been faced by this technology some 3 to 4 years back. So situation is being changed now. Currently, there are a lot of things being already worked on among these. Security and personal privacy is one of the biggest challenge. I think you can even see so all the customizations being done and the interactiveness is coming only because of the study of your data. Okay, right? If for example, if you are searching for some product in Amazon, so if you are seeing for some TV for your son or for some smartphone in the Amazon, or if you are searching for some other product in Amazon, you imagine I think all of you have experienced this. Like roughly within the same day or within the next day, so the ads related to the your search engine or else your interest. So all these things are being studied down, and the interactive behavior is being turned on. So if you are looking for some product, the similar product advertisement will be seen in the Instagram. Okay, if you open some link in the some post in the Instagram, the similar things will be seen in your browser. So this way, like you all these things are being done using the analysis of data. So this way, some personal privacy may also disturb, and hacking kind of thing is the biggest problem regarding the security for IoT. So this security has been driven new industry to overcome the challenges of IoT. The cyber security complete industry has been deriving, and there is a lot of boom in the cyber security segment for the next 5 to 10 years. 5 to 10 years till the development of IoT is carried on. So once the boom of IoT starts, obviously within parallel to IoT, so cybersecurity, data science, all these industries will also get boomed up. So these are the few challenges. So another big challenge is lack of proper communication methods and lack of standardized programming languages. As of now, Python, R language, and so these are the one or two languages that are playing major occupied like a lot of the position in the market, and still a lot more improvements also need to be done in order to suit all these advanced applications to match our requirements. That would also be done, I think, so in the coming days. So already told you scalability and interoperability, government support, security, and privacy. So design-based challenges are also there. So now, finally, I have already told you. I will be explaining about what are the jobs and career opportunities, and how about the salaries range in IoT. Uh, the salaries range in IoT, and comparative methods to the rest of the industries. Okay, so here we go. I mainly classified this jobs, careers, and salary segment into six questions like overview and all these things, which I'll be explaining now. Firstly, overview. So whenever there is some increase in the connected devices, okay, so obviously market demands and private corporations, all these will run behind the technology. There are a lot of proofs for that. So with the increase of number of connected devices in IoT, so obviously the progression in the industry will also grow, and there also been exceptional efforts by the government and private corporation to establish smart cities in India. That is also creating huge demand for IoT professionals. So actually, there is a lot of demand for IoT professionals, but there is no enough supply for IoT professionals. Okay, Most of the people are running behind data science and machine learning and artificial intelligence, mainly cyber security. So all these technologies are derived from IoT, already told you, but there is a lot of scope and lot of demand, a lot of requirements in the IoT sector. So here you go, the market trends, salary trends. If you see 0 to 6 lakh per annum, 6 to 10 lakh per annum, 10 to 15 lakhs per annum, 15 to 25 and 25 to 30, 50 plus lakh, 50 lakhs plus per annum. So the number of jobs, so if the package or the number of lakhs per annum is increasing and the number of posts will like gradually decreasing. Okay, so the median salary for an IoT professional in India is 15 lakhs per annum across all the skill sets. If you consider, like, I'm not telling about IoT. So the average salary paid to for an IoT professional in India is say 15.2 lakh per annum. Imagine. So no other technology has this much of pay scale in India. So the average salary that too in India, if you compare it to see in the United States, so that the numbers would be awesome. So I'll also show them in the next slides. Okay, so this is the new trend that we raised in the market. So higher salaries will always be welcome. Okay, the hike in the sector for working year 2018 to 19 is projected to 17.5 lakhs per annum. See, that kind of hike cannot, if you consider the SAP or else Java sector or Angular based designing web modeling, that would be roughly within some 3 to 5 lakh. So whereas the IoT segment is like way behind all these things. There's a lot of gap even in between rest of the segments and IoT. So this is the statistical comparison between different segments. So the blue color one is of IoT, IT, business research, and R&D, followed by the rest of the colors. See the number of see 0 to 6 lakh per package people. Like if you consider IoT has very least number of jobs. So IT, business, and all the three things have a lot of occupancy is been done within the same sector, right? So whereas IoT, if you are going up by the package, so see the more number of jobs with the 50 lakhs, more than 50 lakh per annum package is IoT. So followed by all the biggest things have. So like IoT is the one with having great pay scale. So these are the proofs to be taken. So the last four categories, if you consider the IoT is on top compared to the business research job holders, or compared to the IT job holders, and compared to the R&D job holders. People use the job has high compared to the others, but that is something false. So these are the salary trends. So year by year, if you see the experience is increasing and the salary paid by the person is completely dominating. And these are the statistical information for different technologies, embedded systems, system programming, engineering design, and application programming. The salaries comparing with India and United States. So the US is far away from India. It is almost some 5 to 6 times the payment given to the engineers is 5 to 6 times in United States compared to India. So even in the India, so our application programming sector is very higher when compared to the remaining segments. So this is the salary trends in IoT sector. So these are the beautiful companies that are hiring IoT, that are posting continuous IoT requirements. Amazon Web Services, Bosch, SAP, Verizon, Google, IBM, L&T, Accenture, Qualcomm, Cisco. There are so many MNCs. Like the world is always all continuously looking for IoT experts. If you're IoT expert, industry is always waiting for you. Industry welcomes you. You are the first person that would be hiring upon compared to the rest of the people. So 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 to go there, what are the current roles for an IoT professional? So these are the you might be hearing to these words very often. Okay, so these are the roles that IoT person would be given in the corporate world. Okay, UI or UX designer of mobile apps, network engineer, so backend engineer. Backend engineers, there is more scarcity for these guys. So lot of demand is there for them. If you are able to go meet with them, definitely that would be useful. So technical consultant, M2M engineer, M2M like mission to mission engineers. Okay, these are the people who concentrate on protocols. Okay, customer support. This is customer support is the common thing in all technologies. Whereas M2M engineer, UI UX designer, all the remaining things, technical consultant and customer support. These two are the quite common roles in remaining technologies. Whereas the rest of the four are mainly dedicated to IoT. So I'm continuously speaking about from the last 1 hour. I'm continuously speaking about opportunities in IoT, the glory of IoT and the applications. So you are the young guys or the young students, like who would be interested in taking up this challenge. So these are the good skills to be improved on your side. So these are the good skills you need to focus on to take to occupy the roles in the IoT sector. So embedded systems, networking, programming. So embedded systems means in the sensor interfacing and all these things, edge computing, soft skills, cloud computing, security, communication protocols. So these are the excellent things and the different skills you need to rise up. So we at Robocan will always be a step ahead in creating IoT engineers and in creating in giving all the skills that been showed in the slides to you. So who are the interested guys? Like who are the people? We are also having customized kits, customized all the hardware components. Okay, that would be that all these might help you in increasing the easiness of learning the technology. So we are one of the good companies in the market who are creating a lot of IoT enthusiasts and IoT engineers, and who are also like occupying better roles and better positions in the different corporate companies. So the details will all be already given. So it's open for everyone who are interested. This is a Robognan, so you can contact to us and you can reach us and you can show your interest towards us and you can join your hands becoming an IoT leader. So that's it for the session. So next 5 minutes is for the Q&A. So anyone having any doubt related to IoT, so related to your career, so related to your placements or opportunities or like any doubts related to the development of IoT technology, you're open up. So you can put down them in the chat box or this time for you.
Thank you, sir. I think there are no questions, sir. It had worked.
Can you please repeat that? It is not audible actually.
No?
Yes.
There are no questions in the chat box,
Okay.
sir. On behalf of everyone here today, I thank you, sir, for talking the for taking the time to speak to us today.